So often the way that we think about negotiations, especially when things get stressful, is we think like, okay, I can either have the substance, I can either get what I want, or I can have a good relationship. And that they're sort of opposite ends of one spectrum. So the way places where that it gets expressed is when people say, for instance, nice guys finish last is an expression of that idea, right? If you're a nice guy, which is to say you have a good relationship, you will literally lose the game. You will do poorly on substance, right? Nice guys. Another thing is on the reality shows when people say, like, I didn't come here to make friends. They're literally saying, I don't care about the relationship, about friendship. I'm here to win. That's what I'm here for substance, right? The thing that I want to suggest and that this approach to negotiation wants to suggest is that it's great to think about substance and relationship, but there's a different way to think about them. And the way to think about them is to think about them not as opposite ends of a spectrum, but to think about them as two separate things that you can think about separately. So on the one hand, you have this possibility that we talk about where you can say, oh, you can be this person who cares about substance and not about relationship, that sort of take no prisoners, I'm not here to make no friends person. Or you can be the sort of doormat person who cares a lot about the relationship but doesn't get what they want. But you can disentangle them. And the thing I want to suggest is if anybody's ever been in like a terrible workplace, that people hate each other and no one's getting what they want. So it's possible for those things to be separate from each other. Everyone here is nodding because you're terrible in terrible workplaces. So we know that it's possible for them both to be bad, and what that suggests is at least they're separable. And so maybe it's okay for them both to be good. And the idea is that what good negotiators do is they try to think about substance, about getting what they want from the relationship, but from the negotiation, while also working on the relationship and trying to make the relationship be good. And I think that for a lot of us, if you think about situations where things run well, that's the place where we are, right? We're in this place where the relationship is good, people like each other and trust each other, and people are getting what they want. And the idea of negotiation, of good negotiation, is to get to that point.